I'm Lucy with Rossmönster Vans, and today I want to show you around this Sprinter that we just wrapped up. This is a 144 wheelbase, and some of the exterior features are that we have these Aluminess nerf bars. It's getting a little bit more gear kitted out this weekend, but for now we have the Aluminess nerf bars, and then we have some upgraded suspension with sumo springs in the rear. Let's check out the inside. Welcome inside. When it comes to design features of this van, we have white painted slab door cabinetry throughout. We have Paperstone countertops as well as marble countertops on the passenger side. And then we have dusk cherry flooring down the center here. And then lastly, we have our white painted panels on the ceiling, which make this van feel nice and open. When it comes to layout, we have our bathroom up top here. Then we get into the galley area as you move a little bit further back, finishing up with the dinette, which also converts into the sleeping area for this van. So I'll start in the front and work my way back. So at the front of this van, we have some long cabinet doors here so that it blends in with the rest of the vehicle. And then when you open them, we actually have our custom Rossmönster shower. So this is going to have brushed aluminum walls, and this is also going to be where the airhead composting toilet goes once it gets in here. You also have a shower curtain so that you can keep this open while you are showering. So on the driver's side of the vehicle, we have our galley area. So here we have our 15 by 20 Ruvati workstation sink with a wood cutting board insert inside. We also have Paperstone countertops. So these are made of 100% recycled paper, and my favorite thing about them is that you can just put hot stuff directly on them. You don't have to put down a coaster or anything. Under the sink, we have a 7-gallon gray water tank. We also have a 15-gallon gray water tank on the exterior of the vehicle, and that'll have an electronic dump valve on it. We also have our 4.6 cubic foot isotherm fridge in the galley area, along with freezer. Coming over to the passenger side, we have a shelving unit for storage here. This is all going to be on our V latches so that it stays nice and secure. And then we have a ton of drawers down this side, some bigger ones at the bottom to store different things. And then the countertops on this side are actually a laminate marble. When it comes to storage in this van, we have a ton of options. So down both sides of the vehicle, we have all of these upper cabinets with slab doors on them. These are on gas struts, so they open and close nicely. And as always, they have the RV latches. Additionally, as I will show you when we get to the dinette, we have storage under the seats on both sides as well as in the rear, although much of that is being used for our power system and fresh water tank. Moving up a little bit further, this is where we're going to house all of our systems. So we have our switch panel, dimmable overhead dome lights. We have our under cab lights, toilet, fridge, water pump, Rixson heat and hot water system. So we'll have hot water in here as well as cabin heat. And then we have our Victron Bluetooth energy monitor. So this will keep track of where our levels are at all times in this vehicle. And then when it comes to airflow in this van, we have 2 max air fans up top. So those are going to cycle air through because you can either pull air in or suck air out, depending on which direction you put it in. And then lastly, we have a ton of windows. So the natural light in this vehicle is amazing. We have a T-vent CR Lawrence up here in the galley area. And then we just have 2 full CR Lawrence windows in the back. One is a T-vent, one's just full plain window. And then we have windows in the rear as well. And then in the rear of the van, we have our dinette unit, and this is going to fold out completely into a queen size bed. So this is upholstered with Duramax fabric, so it's going to be really rugged and stand up to whatever you do in here. And then the backrests come off, and we'll put that together to make the bed. So when you're ready to make the bed, you just take your Lagoon mount table off, place it between the cushions here, and then you have your platform that will then pull our backrests off and lay them down. I'll show you when it's fully done. So here you have the bed when it's all laid out. This is roughly a queen size bed. Again, it's upholstered with that Duramax fabric, so it's going to stand up to a lot of wear and tear. So another nice feature about this dinette is that we have storage under all of the benches. So under this rear bench, we have our 30-gallon freshwater tank. We have our Rixson heat and hot water system. We have our 3,000 watt inverter, This is also where we have 200 watts of solar coming in from the roof. And then under the bench on the passenger side of the vehicle, we have our battery banks. We have 340 amp hours of AGM Super Cycle battery in there. That wraps up this van tour. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss the next tour. Have a great rest of your day.